Hari Om and welcome. Thank you so much for being here. This is Yamuna Devi. Have you ever felt that your heart just closed? Like it's better not to feel, not to trust, not to open your heart easily and experience love. And this happens. This is not something to hurt yourself or punish yourself because you've closed off, you've shut off to the world, you've shut yourself off from feeling joy, from feeling happiness, from feeling love, or allowing others to love you. This happens because we've experienced some pain, some trauma, some suffering, and it's the heart's way, our way of shutting down, of protecting ourselves. And if we do this for a long period of time, we can feel totally disconnected from feeling. We don't know how to love. We don't know how to experience the joy of life because we are living in that trauma, in that space of hurt. And we carry that hurt with us everywhere. And it's a little hard for us to open to life, to open to new experiences, to open ourselves to trusting others. It could even take years to trusting someone and to believe that that person is genuine. It happens because of that pain, because of an experience we had in our life that really hurt us deep inside, and we've decided to close our heart to experiencing anything in life again and to feeling. So I've seen it a lot, and that is nature's way of protection. Is it the best way? Possibly for you at that moment, it was the best way to continue your life, because perhaps feeling at that moment it was too painful to bear. You didn't want to pause at that moment. You didn't want your life to pause because you had to continue, because it was hard to bear, too hard to bear, and you didn't know what to do with it. So you decided to shut off, to close down, to protect your heart. And that happens more often, and we continue with that closed heart throughout our life. And then there are consequences. What are the consequences? That because our heart is closed to feeling, to any new experience, any new emotion, we also close ourselves to love, to experiencing joy, to experiencing the light of life, to experiencing new experiences, to understand what it is to live. Because life, we suffer, we're human. We can suffer, but the suffering is our choice, right? There are some sad moments, there are some joyful moments. These are the two faces of life. But it is our choice to grow from each moment, to grow from each experiencing by accepting those experiences. It is our choice. So that is how also we can learn to let go. Being vulnerable is not a weakness. This I see often. At that moment of the pain, of the suffering, of the experience, could be so many things, okay? Everyone has different experiences. Everyone, that is the beauty of life. Everyone is a living book. That's so precious. Everyone is a living book. And their life is a living experience, a book itself. Every page is their day to day. So imagine how many pages you have. How many pages do we have of life? And we can recreate the book. So when we shut off to life because of a painful experience, we start believing that being vulnerable, that to allow a little bit of love, a little bit of joy to enter our being is scary. We're being vulnerable. We're allowing ourselves to allow that. It's like a shield, right? It's like this protective barrier around the heart, around feeling. And we allow a little bit to go when we're vulnerable. But we start associating that vulnerability with weakness. That feeling is a sign of weakness because that we're vulnerable. When we feel we are vulnerable. But that vulnerability is not a sign of weakness. It is actually a sign of strength, a sign of power, a sign of confidence, a sign of truth, awareness that we know that we cannot be hurt. But the ego tries to protect us. But the soul wants and craves expansion. And in that expansion, in that space of expansiveness, there is growth, there is humility, there is joy, there is happiness, there is beauty, love. Everything can be experienced in that space. But what happens, and I will tell you because I see it, and I pray for everyone because I'm sure I've been there before. I pray because it is to be vulnerable from a space of closure, from a space that is protected, from a wound that has been protected for so long, can be scary. And in my practice, for example, I can sense that immediately. And it is not from one day to the next that the person's completely open. There has to be a level of trust. And every person, even for you, it's okay. Don't be hard on yourself, okay? There is a level of, first we need compassion to ourselves. We need to be compassionate during this process because it's a very delicate process. It's a wound, right? And imagine you open that wound. It's very delicate. It's painful. It heals slowly. So we can uncover that wound as much as it's needed at the moment. Everything is the right timing, divine timing. And we're very delicate, like we're holding a baby. at that moment, because so gentle. We need to be so gentle, extra gentle. Because if not, we close again. The heart shuts down, and then it becomes really hard to have that person trust. And that trust is necessary so that we can work on that wound, on that pain that has been shutting down that person from feeling. So if you feel you have closed off your emotions, it's okay. First thing I want to tell you, it's okay. It's okay. Now is the time to investigate, to understand with compassion, without judgment. Why has that happened? Why did I close my heart to the world? And in that questioning, in that investigation, choose compassion, choose gentleness, because pain is real, pain is hard, and we can take steps. We can be as gentle as you are ready to allow yourself to open up. And that takes time. So even as you are practicing this, give yourself grace. Give yourself compassion. Take care of yourself. Tell yourself how worthy you are, and what a loving person you are, and how blessed you are. And that you are now going to allow yourself to open up to love, to experiencing your life, to experiencing your joy, and to experience the beauty within. Your soul is craving that expansion. Your soul is craving that beauty, that divine essence, that peace, that joy, that lightness of life. I know that experiences, especially difficult ones, can create that barrier, create that tightness, create that rigidity, and make you believe, quote unquote, that shutting down is strong, is strength, is building your strength. No. Actually, shutting down, yes, it's a protective barrier, but it's actually a sign of weakness, of not wanting to deal with what is in that moment. Does that make sense? You did not want to face whatever was necessary at that time. Perhaps you didn't have the tools. Perhaps it was too much. It was too overpowering for you to bear. It was too hard. Perhaps you were too young to have those tools, to understand what was happening at that moment. And I see it, especially people who are in families that are divorcing their kids. It's hard, especially at a tender age. The kids don't know what's happening. Why are the parents separating? My mother or father doesn't love me enough. An example. I'm not good enough for them to stay together. This is what's going on in their mind. They're small. They don't understand, right? They're just with a pure, innocent, open heart, and they are starting to create this barrier. They are understanding. They don't know, but they're understanding it in terms of hurt, in terms of pain. So no one understands my pain. What is the reason to smile? Why is there a reason to enjoy life? They start sabotaging themselves. They start creating hurt to themselves. They start punishing themselves because of this suffering between the two parents that they see, that they witness. So, if you come from a family that is separate, they're separate at a tender age, again, hold yourself. Go through the process, observe. Perhaps my parents, it wasn't meant to be, and that's okay. They needed to find their ways. If you're bigger now, you will understand. But process that. Because some people can sense abandonment. There's that abandonment wound. And that can close the heart from feeling as well. So love both parents and understand that this is just a process of life that we're going through. And it's okay. Love both parents. Accept them as they are. And be gentle. And for parents who are separating and they have little ones, just be present with them. Love them. Be gentle with them. Give them space to be and to feel whatever they feel. They don't have to be strong for you because they are small and you are big. So they don't have to toughen up so that you feel good. No, you are strong. You can handle this matter, and this matter is not theirs because they are small. They are children. They are meant to play, to be free, to be happy, to live life colorfully and joyfully and happy and content. That is your situation to carry. And tell the children, this is our situation. We are the parents. We are big, mom and dad. To carry this separation, that is our journey. You are a child. You have fun. You have play. We are fine. We're going to be good. We're going to be fine. We just want to make sure that you are happy. And give them that security that everything will be okay. That it's only a process of life. And as adults, you will understand. And everything is okay. We don't judge. We're compassionate. So I am asking you to be compassionate and gentle with yourself. Whatever difficulty you have gone through, observe it outside of you. Because when we bring that within us and we entangle it with our ego, with our emotions and everything, we cannot observe it with our awareness. We are now entangled with so many things. Observe it outside of you. And be thankful. Learn the lesson that needs to be learned from it. Accept it. And be open. Ask for forgiveness mentally, or forgive the person or situation. You know, humans are not perfect. We're not perfect. But we are capable of learning and growing from each experience. Choose that. How beautiful. How beautiful it is to choose growth, renewal, rebirth. That you can and are able to choose to live a life joyful, happy, with plenitude. And that you are capable of it, of allowing yourself to open again to experiencing that love of life, the beauty of everything. And it takes your time as much as you are capable and ready to receive. There's no rush. I know life has been tough. Life has been painful. Your experiences had been painful. But it's not a reason to harden yourself. You can be soft. You can be open to receiving the blessings that life offers. That hardening was in the past. That hardening is not who you are. That hardening happened out of fear of being hurt again. That fear does not belong to you. Your essence, the highest frequency, essence that is within you is love. And it's always there waiting for you to tap into it. It is there. You are not the fear. You are not the anxiety. You are not the worries. You're not the anger, frustration. These are emotions that have been utilized by you to protect yourself, to repel what is within you, to repel what you have been closing yourself off to receiving. So I want you to let us place our hand on our heart and close our eyes gently. And breathe. Just breathe. And ask yourself, why have I been closing myself off to feeling? And you will get an answer. It could be so many things. It's too painful to bear. The pain is too much. I protected myself. I felt too much hurt in my life. I don't want to feel anymore. I understand. And breathe in deeply. Perhaps you feel no one understands me. No one's gone through what I've been through. How can they understand what I feel? The reason why I've shut off from actually feeling This pain is deep within, and I've built my strength externally. I've looked tough and rough outside, and been tough and strong outside, so that I don't feel pain anymore. I cannot bear anymore. Just feel, breathe. But how about I choose to start lightening my load, because it feels too heavy and dense to carry all this by myself. And I am able to lighten my load because there is this divine truth that knows more and knows that I will never carry more than I can handle. I will never carry more than I can handle. And that it's okay, that I am safe and I am protected, and that I can handle everything by being soft and gentle and compassionate with myself. Being hard doesn't mean I am strong or more powerful or can withstand more. I can choose softness. I can choose to live in the lightness of life and feel strong, because I choose to live in love and choose to give up fear that has been suppressing me from feeling, from living, from existing. Breathe. I can receive as much love as much as I can handle, as much as I can allow at this moment, and that's okay. And that's okay. I am allowed to soften. I'm allowed to soften, because in that softness I can be me, who I really am, which is that divine essence, that love, that light. And that light is joyful and is filled with plenitude and is free. I can be free by just being me and not pretending anymore. And I can let go softly. By allowing that love to enter. That love will release that which I don't need anymore, which is an illusion in my mind to continue protecting myself. Breathe. I choose to love myself. I choose to carry myself tenderly. in love, in light, in joy, with compassion, as much as I'm okay with, and that's okay. Slowly relax the hands. Just a few seconds, just be. There's nothing to do. Relax the jaw, the cheeks, the forehead. And just see how it feels. To just be. I am so blessed. I am sacred. I am deserving. I am loving. Thank you for being. And slowly open your eyes. Thank you so much for being, for your presence. I send you so much love. We are here living this process of life, this journey. It truly is a blessing. It takes time. Learn each moment, grow each moment, and receive everything that comes, because we are here to grow from every experience. Just receive it. You can handle it. You're fine. You're good. You'll be okay. We don't have to create that barrier. We don't have to carry that armor. You're always divinely protected. No one can hurt you but you, for holding on. Just allow life to flow. You are protected. You're safe. So thank you so much for being here. I send you so much love. Thank you. Hariom.